Alright, hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And regardless whether you're new here or you've been with me for a while but haven't yet subscribed, either way, if you like today's video, please take the time to like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified when I have new videos go up. So we just got our first official trailer or our first official teaser trailer for Clayface. And holy shit. Guys, I'm not even joking. This looks good. This looks very, very good. So before I get into the trailer, let me talk a little bit about what this movie is going to be. This movie is going to be, from what the trailer has, from what this trailer shows us, this movie is going to be a full-on body horror movie. And the CinemaCon was just recently, and the trailer was dropped at the CinemaCon. So this trailer, this trailer is obviously what they showed at the CinemaCon. And from the little we know about the movie, the script was written by Mike Flanagan and one other person whose name I don't remember off the top of my head. But this movie is inspired by the Clayface episodes of Batman the Animated Series, Feet of Clay, parts 1 and 2. Now, I am a huge fan of those episodes. Mainly because that they were written by comic book legend Marv Wolfman. But this movie script was written, again, by Mike Flanagan, who is just a freaking genius. And one other person whose name, again, I don't remember off the top of my head. And it's directed by James Watkins, who did the Speak No Evil remake that came out 2 years ago. If you guys haven't seen that remake, I very highly recommend you guys check that out, because that movie was just brilliant. But this trailer focuses on, from what it looks like, Matt Hagen. Well, first off, when the trailer opens, we are introduced to Matt Hagen, and this trailer is actually, it's giving me Joker vibes. It's giving me Joker vibes. It's, from what it looks like, they are doing a very similar thing to what Joker did. They're going to have, a sympathetic character. They're painting, Matt Hagen as this sympathetic character, very similar to how, Arthur Fleck was portrayed in Joker. But unlike Arthur Fleck, Matt Hagen, from what this trailer shows us, he seems to have had it all. He was a successful, movie actor, which is what he was in Batman, in those episodes of Batman the Animated Series. He was an actor. But when the trailer opens, we are introduced to Matt Hagen, and he, from what it looks like, that he is having flashbacks or, little snippets of what his life was like before he was attacked. And his face, he's lying in a hospital bed. His face is very heavily bandaged. All you can really make out are his eyes. And we are having, little snippets, little flashbacks of Matt Hagen, and what his life was like. And it looks good. This looks very good. This is a full-on, body horror movie. There's even a shot. There's a shot towards the end of the teaser where he's at one point where he puts his hand up to his face and like there's no literally like there's no face left, and this looks very 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 good. This looks very very good. I really really hope if this teaser trailer is anything to go by, then this movie is gonna be good. If this teaser, if this doesn't end up being, false advertisement and, and this movie ends up being, the movie that I hope it is, then this movie's going to be good. But let's talk about how this movie could possibly be in trouble. This movie, this DCU has not, has been very, very mixed among the audience. Creature Commandos, Creature Commandos had minuscule numbers. Peacemaker Season 2 had minuscule numbers. And Superman sold half as many tickets as Man of Steel. So, which I have proven in previous videos. So, so it's a fact, that this DCU has not resonated with people. But, but this looks, honestly, I'm blown away by how good this looks. I'm very, very impressed with how this looks. I'm not familiar with this actor, playing Clayface, but he definitely looks like Matt Hagen. Matt Hagen was, of course, the Clayface in Batman the Animated Series. But yeah, no, this looks very, very, very good. When the trailer opens, I mean, his facial expression, Matt Hagen's, facial expression of just, the trailer has a very, this teaser trailer has a very, very, has a very, very depressing distinction, vibe to it. Like, it's like his facial expression when this trailer opens says it all. And it just, this actor, though I'm not familiar with him, does an incredible job portraying, portraying someone, portraying someone as who, he does such an incredible job portraying, somebody, who's literally just, lost everything. But this movie is being, this movie has been described as a full-on, body horror movie, which could be a very, 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 very interesting concept, for for somebody like Clayface. The Feet of Clay Batman the Animated Series episodes kind of portrayed, very much portrayed, Matt Hagen as like a tragic, as like a tragic figure who, who just, who lost everything. And, though it'll be interesting to see, how how this character is portrayed in the movie, because if you've seen those episodes of Batman the Animated Series, he was, even though he was a tragic figure, he wasn't necessarily a good guy, in those episodes. But yeah, no, this movie comes out October 23rd. And so just around the time, just around Halloween. So I cannot frickin' wait to see what they do with this. I really, really, really hope, that DC Studios, isn't bullshitting us, and and they're just, you know, I hope to God that this is, you know, that this movie ends up being good. But we will see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.